Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today we're going over to Tollgate Brewery, who, funnily enough, Leicestershire Postcode, Derbyshire based brewery. Did I know? Never. And it was a swine to get to, but there you go. Using sat navs. So this is Duffield Amber, modern traditional beer. 4.5%. And we'll get the old magnifying glass out. Brewed in the heart of the National Forest. Yeah, Derbyshire with a Leicestershire postcode. Who knew? So, Southwood House Farm, Staunton Lake, Cork in Derbyshire. I will amend my future reviews. Big thank you to the person from Tollgate Brewery on Instagram who actually pointed that out. Yeah. One day, I'll get there. So it's a classic amber bitter with English hops and malts. Brewed with English hops and malts, Duffield Amber celebrates our relationship with the picturesque village of Duffield. Shiny Brewery have opened a pub in Duffield. Pattern makers of summer. Sure they have. Located in the Amber Valley region of Derbyshire, home to our award-winning and first micropub, the Town Street Tap. Well, that's interesting. Ooh, indeed. Imagery courtesy of Ashley Franklin. The malts are Mopa, Crystal and Black. Main hops are WGV and East Kent Goldings. So, yeah, I didn't even know they had a tap. Microbrewery tap. So that is really interesting. And I passed Duffield the other week. Ooh, it's lively. So, slightly lively pour. It is what it is. Oh yeah. Definitely a lively one. It does happen. Usually I wear it, but luckily I'm not wearing it today. So, we can see that it's amber. And the bit there that's already coming up. So, whilst that dissipates, I'm just going to drink from the bottle because, yeah, I'm from Nottingham and that's what Nottingham people do. I've no idea what Nottingham people do. I know what I do, and while I'm waiting, I might as well crack on. So, a nice malty aroma, regardless. As we can see, it's a nice looking pour. Sweating with that hat on. I come down to the shed with the hat on because I was freezing earlier. But the sun's come out. It's rained all day, and the sun's come out now. So it's a much better day than what it was. A much better day. Chuffing now. Rain pouring down at 6 this morning. And I've got an umbrella and I'm watering tubs. Don't you know it's raining? Used to get that all the time. Turn around to people and say, yeah, but the plants don't know that there's all that rain coming down because it goes like that and it goes off, doesn't go in. And, you know, you try and explain that to people. And you think to yourself, some of you people have got brains. You only need to look at what's happening or to be some sort of gardener yourself to understand that just because it's raining does not mean the plants had you know, a full watering can full of water. And I kind of love pointing that out to people because at times people can be so, you know, it rains for 5 minutes. Oh, they've had their share of water and it's like, no. You sit in the ground for months on end and get a few showers. The trees take most of it because they're, you know, and the plants are doing that to stay alive. And then as more water comes, it's like, oh, water. Oh, rainwater. Woo. And it's a progression of more and more and more. When they've had enough, then the ground gets really wet, and then they take it from the ground as well. But at first, literally none of it goes in. But hey ho, you know, you do try and tell people, and I do all the time. Not that they listen, but you know, it is what it is. So here we go. Oh. Now we're getting, now we're there, you know, it's nearly dissipated. I've still got a decent head on it, but whether it's bottle conditioned or not, I can't remember. I'll assume that it is bottle conditioned. Yes, bottle conditioned. So it may be just lively because of that. You know, it's been on the beer wall a while now, since July. I think it was July. Oh, our last holiday, funnily enough, on the way back from Bognor Regis, wanted to go to this brewery. I thought, I'm going, so we did. Followed the sat nav. Sat nav took us on a right trek. Going out, it took us on. We went the wrong way on the way out, and it took us dead easy. Apart from the idiot on the A50, who decided to slam their indicators on with a flicker of a notice when we're going at 70 miles an hour, and next minute the car in front slams his brakes on, I slam my brakes on, and you just want to, and someone will go out for a wee, and it's like, what the hell are you doing? Pull over, indicating great time, then pull over safely. No, put a lot of people's lives at risk, a lot of people. Some absolute brain dead drivers on the road, you know. Regardless, nice amber pour. Ooh, a nice malty beer. I'm enjoying it, you know. I've had a long wet day at work. Done great work though, you know. I've got to be honest. Yeah, I'm happy with what I've got done. Lots and lots of planting, weeding, and the umbrella was utilised for a good 6.5 hours of the day. Holding an umbrella, trying to plant, not easy. Planting with an umbrella, holding an umbrella and planting. But did it. Filled in 2 areas that needed filling in. Trying to, you know, put more colour into a particular site I was working on. And it should do, you know, with the rain we're getting, these plants, once they get in that soil, it'll be like, oh, I've got water around me, moisture. I can get growing now, and they should grow and expand. And that's what I want. I want them to grow, expand, fill the area in, and next year, lots and lots of colour. Love colour, you know. Nothing worse than seeing bland. Colours what it should be. So it's probably going to get a bit more hazier now as I poured the bottom in. There you go. It has gone hazier, you know. It is what it is. It's a bottle conditioned beer. These things happen. As long as you're aware of this when you have bottle conditioned. Someone like Marston's Pedigree is bottle conditioned. However, their version of bottle conditioning and the version of bottle conditioning from every other brewery is very different. Yeah. I don't know how many grains of yeast they've left in, but yeah, I very much doubt it. And you do find that with the big breweries. they call it bottle conditioned, and it's like, it's not bottle conditioned at all, because you pour the old beer out and there's no change. But it is what it is, you know. Really enjoyed these beers from Tollgate Brewery. The only pub that around me that seemed to have Tollgate beers regular is the Miners Return in the Giltbrook area, on the Nottinghamshire Derbyshire border. Don't often see Tollgate for some reason. I don't know why. You know, maybe I need to start tagging a few pubs in and say, why aren't you stocking their beers? You know, and if anything, Raggy's Beer Reviews, you know, now and again I do prod breweries and I do prod pubs. And if you've got any power in this world of social media, prodding is a thing, you know, highlighting the fact that a certain pub is not stocking a certain beer from a certain brewery, you know, and getting them to give it a try, see how it runs, because obviously pubs are there to sell beer, and the last thing they want to do is pour any beer away because it's not sold, for obvious reasons, you know, that's absolutely obvious. But there are many breweries out there that just don't get the rub of the green, and some that appear in pubs loads, and it's like, yeah, but your beer's rubbish, and you're in pubs, and it's amazing. I understand the politics more now of pubs and breweries more so than anything, and so yeah, I mean, today I found something new out. Didn't know about Duffield and the tap room there, so I'll have to do some googling and find out where Duffield is. I know I've drove past it. I want to have a clue where it is. I know it's in Derbyshire. So did I enjoy this beer? Yeah, it was a lovely beer. I mean, like I say, it was clear amber. It's a nice malty amber beer. Very easy drinking. Would I drink it again? Yes. Love to have it on cask. Somewhere local. Out of 5 for me. Good 4.2 out of 5. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Goodbye.